Hi again and welcome to our English Acquiring channel. Yes, in this video, we are going to try to speak about a new topic. In fact, two topics by comparing them to each other. Yes, by discussing them, both the similarities and differences between them. In fact, it is the two sides of us, yes, two aspects of us as internal side and the external side. Yes, our topic to discuss today is this. Yes, we are going to discuss is by speaking, yes, by speaking in English. Okay. Yes, the image, there are two images. One of them says scientist. There is a scientist, but although he's a scientist, he has got a brush and the other painting tools, and the artist is in the laboratory and he's doing an experiment. Yes. So an experiment also can be done emotionally or artistically. Yes. Is your brain a scientist or an artist? Of course, all brains have artistic sides and scientific sides, but one of them may be more than the other. Okay, law and ethics. Alex is the first speaker. Alex says, an artistic tendency plays an important role on making something look good. Of course, and a scientist also wants to make something beautiful. Yeah. And an artist, on the other hand, also wants to do something by using true knowledge. Yes, basing on true knowledge. Okay. Now, a question. Let's generate a question. Scientific tendency. What kind of role does scientific tendency play on something, on doing something? Of course, scientific tendency plays an important role again on making something truly, yes, and without mistakes, without errors, yes. Betty, yes, Betty, scientific tendency plays an important role on doing something in a right way, in a correct, accurate way. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT to do something. ChatGPT, will you fill in the blanks briefly? Yes. Alex, an artistic tendency plays an important role in making something look good. Look beautiful, good, yes, okay. How do you think a scientific tendency contributes to aesthetics? Betty, I believe scientific principles like understanding color psychology can develop aesthetic appeal, attraction, but they shouldn't suffocate artistic imagination. How can we find a harmonious balance between the two? Of course, we can find a harmonious balance by emphasizing the true knowledge and the true beauty. Law calibrates visible and objective side of man, the external side of man. What calibrates invisible and subjective side of man? Of course, ethics calibrates the subjective side of man. Yes, equality, fair, right, justice, ethics, balance, regulations, standards, policies, compliance, laws, requirements, rules. Okay, yeah, these are all for us, for our minds and for our hearts. Legitimacy. In short, legitimacy means accordance with law, harmony with law. For example, if something is in harmony with law, in accordance with law, then we call it legitimate, a legitimate behavior, a legitimate speech. Yeah. Law is 100% necessary, of course. Why is ethics also 100% necessary? Because one of them calibrates the external side of us, the other one calibrates, beautifies the inner side of us. We give importance to both law, or we take both law and ethics seriously and act accordingly. Okay, according to them, according to their values, their standards. Okay. We have to find a balance between the needs of the society and the rights of the individual. Yes, this is also a fact. For example, while satisfying the needs of the society, we shouldn't violate the rights of the individual. Okay, between what else do we need to find a balance? Of course, we need to find a balance between lots of opposite situations, between discipline and freedom, between work and leisure, between labor and capital, between a lot of situations. What does the image say? Should the needs of society be more important than individual rights? Of course not. Of course, no. Or should individuals' rights be projected at all costs? No, of course. While projecting the individual rights, we should also remember the needs of the society and vice versa. The opposite is also true. How to do it legally and ethically? Yeah, both beautifully, legally and ethically. Yes. In a purchasing transaction, if someone changes someone else too much money, let me read it from the beginning. In a purchasing transaction, if someone charges someone else too much money than normal, is it an ethically or legally wrong behavior? Of course, it is both ethically wrong and legally ethically bad, maybe ethically bad, legally wrong behavior. The four attitudes of man: we have physical needs. What other needs do we have? Of course, our needs are innumerable. Yes, but we have also emotional needs, ethical needs. Yes, the four attitudes: positive attitude, what we need in general, basically what we need is positive attitude. An intellectual person is always in need of intellectual nourishment. Who is always in need of emotional nourishment? Of course, an emotional person is always in need of emotional nourishment. Self-care isn't selfish. Yes, we should care about ourselves but without being selfish. Physical attitude, physical or bodily attitude almost has nothing to do with thinking and feeling. What that attitude wants, or all that attitude wants, is uh, food and food and drinks. Yes, foods and drinks, and almost try to satisfy its needs. Okay. Intellectual attitude considers causes and results. Despite being better, it is far from feelings. So, intellectual attitude needs to improve feelings as well. Do we have both opinions and feelings when we have emotional attitude? Of course, we have all our physical needs and intellectual needs and emotional needs when we have emotional attitude. Okay. A learned person is the one who has a lot of knowledge due to having read a lot. Who is an educated person? So an educated person is the one who has been educated, to have knowledge and how to learn how to behave. An educated person is the one who knows a lot of things due to having been well taught, well educated. Who is a cultured person? A cultured person is both intelligent and polite. Do they also appreciate literature and art? Yes, of course, they also appreciate literature and art. Who is a civilized person? A civilized person is the one who behaves in a polite and sensible way. Are they also refined and enlightened? Of course, they are also refined and enlightened. They have experienced all the states of physical attitude, and they succeeded in that struggle in emotional attitude and in ethical attitude. Yes, they have experienced all of them successfully. Now they are civilized people. Okay, in almost all cultures, it's acceptable for everyone to show civility. What can be said about prudence and jurisprudence? Yes, in short, we can say that prudence is the practical wisdom, doing something wisely in a practical way immediately. Prudence is the science of law, or is the study of law. Yeah, legitimacy is being in harmony with, being in accordance with the law. These are really practical and useful in our everyday or daily language. We should know them. Yes. Free will wins a victory by thinking with support of law and remaining calm. Is it easy or difficult to cultivate ourselves? Let's say it like this. It is challenging but rewarding. Yeah, it is challenging but rewarding. The road to cultivate yourself, to be a civilized individual. Cultivate is a beautiful word. Also, it also means refine. Yes, refine. Refine ourselves, cultivate ourselves, like cultivating the soil to be better, for example. Cultivating a friendship, for example, okay, with your new friends. They are really beautiful words. Okay, making better and better. Due to self-awareness, intellectual, emotional, and ethical attitude requires self-control respectively. Yes, so let's say like this then, intellectual, emotional, or, yes, or ethical attitude requires self-control respectively. Yes, each of them requires, but all of them require self-control. Why do all career moves come out in this way? Because they do their work scientifically true, emotionally beautiful, and ethically right. Yes, they do it right, and they don't waste time by means of self-control because they know what to do. They don't waste time and energy. They do, in short, those who has self-control, they do what is necessary. Okay. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Yes, it was said by Aristotle. Yeah, Aristotle. Getting to know yourself is important. Why is self-criticizing is as important as getting to know or discovering, exploring yourself? Getting to know yourself, discovering yourself, or exploring yourself. Because self-criticizing opens the doors to the knowledge of self. Okay, to discover ourself. Self-control, which means having control on yourself. Do you see the beauty of the explanation? Self-control, which means having control on yourself by yourself. Like self-management, which means having principles to manage your own behavior. What does self-awareness mean? So self-awareness means having knowledge and understanding about yourself, knowing the weaknesses and strengths of yourself. Okay. Mutual confidence or mutual trust protects love, and vice versa. The opposite also true. Mutual love also protects mutual confidence or supports or boosts mutual confidence. Are valuable or valueless things protected? Of course, valuable things are protected. So, mutual love and mutual trust should be protected and sustained. Now, ChatGPT, will you please two sentences by using these words? Oh, without writing make. Will you please make two sentences by using these words? Law, ethics, jurisprudence, prudence, ethical attitude, and civilized person. Let's see ChatGPT's sentences. Jurisprudence, the study of law, in parentheses, jurisprudence, the study of law, delves into inquiring into, investigates, or explores the ethical attitudes that guide civilized societies. Prudence, as practical wisdom in legal matters, is the hallmark of a truly ethical and civilized person. So, prudence is a must for a civilized person. Of course, jurisprudence is also a must. Jurisprudence is also a must for a society. Okay, yes, this is the end of this video today. I hope it was useful, and I wish you a good day. Bye for now. See you next time.